Hello, welcome to this video getting started with the Elytra in Minecraft. So for this video I'm going to use obviously the Elytra. I've got some slow falling potions. I've also got some firework rockets. This is for powered flight. You can also, interestingly, if you use the command, you can actually have beyond what you're actually capable. I think the max you can actually have is 3, but you can do commands to get higher values if you want that. I believe the difference with the rockets is 1 second, and then this would be 2 seconds, so the 2 would be 1.5 seconds. And yeah, and the general consensus from what I've looked is that the duration ones are the best, just because they allow you a bit more control and movement. Okay, so when we think about taking off, we need to, the angle which you can take damage is about 50 degrees about here on the pitch. What you need to do is when you're falling is to press space. Alright, we're going about 7 meters per second there. Okay, let's take a look at using the firework rocket then. So we see okay, let's look at the angle of you see if we do a hairpin turn we lose speed very quickly. But what we need to do is make sure our pitch is, let's try and keep on doing hairpin turns is a good way to sort of get more control here. And our pitch, yeah, the pitch is, as long as it's below 45, I believe is fine. But you notice when I just jump and don't do anything, the cape doesn't come out. So yeah, essentially you have to synchronize the second jump. So you jump, and then you go immediately up. All right, let's see what happens. Let's compare maybe, we've got a rocket of 1, and then we've got a rocket of 3. And I want to look and see what the Y level is. I'll probably press the firework a couple of times at the beginning, just to make sure I get it at the right moment. But so there's a 1, right? We're getting to 140. Make sure our angle is below, the pitch is below 50. So I can go about, so you see I didn't take too much damage there. So then if we take the 150 instead, so if now we take the 3, go about 40 blocks higher. Yeah, I suppose it probably is better just to use the maybe see if I can get to like a really high Y level with just a couple of these ones. So there's 1. So we actually got to. So yeah, you can actually get to a really quite high Y level there. So it's about 3. Okay, so when you get quite high up, I believe the angle is about 30 to. Let's have a look. About here. Yeah, this I think is a. Yeah, you can see my speed's actually increasing even though I'm not doing anything. I'm not pressing anything. This allows you basically to like do stuff in your inventory. My Y is not decreasing too much. This is typical of what you're going to want for like a. Yeah, you see when I go. Yeah, it is 30, isn't it? On the pitch. See, that gets me up to about 7.2, about 7.22, right? Very consistent speed. So that's pretty cool, right? But yeah, pitch is 30, looking upwards. And yeah, you can see my Y decreasing is really not much, to be honest. I'm able to go pretty far. I'm just trying to think like how can we get it? Yeah. You do need to sort of do almost like a little, like a whirl, like a tornado type effect, right? But you can obviously get quite good placement there. That was actually the slowest flight speed, 30 degrees above the horizon. If you want the lowest rate of altitude loss, we need to go to the top with a slight upward. So basically, the upward pitch is between 15 degrees and 30 degrees. Interesting. Let me just I'm not quite sure how I'd find out the. So yeah, so if we go at a pitch of between 12 to 15 degrees. Then we get the lowest rate of altitude loss. You can see the altitude loss is really slow. Yeah. So yeah, you can go obviously a long way this way. And the same sort of thing you can do the... well, it does use up a lot of durability. We'll be looking at some mods as well soon if you're into that sort of thing. This is obviously for vanilla, but we will be looking at some mods. Yeah. Obviously, if I put the pitch between 0 and... I can obviously increase the speed quite dramatically by having it between 0 and... You can see that increasing here. Still increasing. Just going to... Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, right? Let's try a slow falling now. And let's do... So what do we say? Between about here is going to be good. Well, look at my speed there. Under 1 meter per second. So at this speed... So at the... So in the 12 to 15 bracket, obviously looking upwards, we're going at a speed of 1 meter per second, which is obviously incredibly slow. Our pitch... this is the level which, like I mentioned, was the lowest altitude loss. If we go to the 30 point, let's have a look. So this should be the slowest speed we can get with the slow pull. So this is the slowest speed we can get with slow falling, which is 0.8 meters per second. So this is So this is the slowest I think you can get, 0.85. See, if we go beyond that, yeah, we start increasing speed. But yeah, 0.85 is basically the min. But yeah, so that is going to probably do for this video. There's a lot of very interesting things with the Elytra. So thanks for watching.